Hello, today I'm going to install a USB outlet here on my MT09, it's 2016, and I'm just going to cut a hole into here to place the USB outlet into run the wire to the right hand side to an auxiliary port. To do this, you're going to need to take this off, which is pushing pins. Push that pin in, push that pin in, and there's two down below. One right there and one on the other side. So I'm just going to go and get that off now. So like I said, just push them pins in, like so, and two down below. And there's the other one. So this should just pull like so. And this is the tools you're going to need to do the job. We've got a cutting tool, a USB outlet, it's from Amazon, I will link it, the connector to plug straight onto the bike, and a crimping tool, and then of course the tank cover that we're going to put a hole into, which we'll do now. What I've done here on the tank cover is just put some tape, so now I can draw the measurements of this and then cut it. So I'm just going to do the measurements and then I'll be back. Alright, now I've just made a little measurement there. Remember, that's always cut inside the line. You don't want to cut too much. Let's do that now. Okay, that's all neatened up. It took me several cuts, just doing bit by bit on each side, top to bottom, and now it fits. So I'm going to put that in now. It's going to be like that on the tank, so I want it to open that way, so it's facing you. And then we go. So make sure it fits before and then hose the line back up, which they do. So before we actually cut the wire, you need to go to the right hand side of the bike, remove the side panel and check where the plug is to plug this in. So I'll do that now. So to remove the side panel, just remove the bolt there, the bolt at the bottom, and there's a pushing clip here and one here, and then we'll get back to you. Right, now you've undone your 2 bolts and your 2 push pins. You just need to lift it, pull it, turn like a pushing pin, give it a good yank. That was the pushing pin. Here's the. Now the connector you're looking for is usually in here, behind that. There's a little black box in there, and it's behind that. If you can't get it out with your fingers, you may have to pull the tank a little bit off. Just going to try this with 2 hands. Yeah, I'm going to have to take the tank off, cannot get my fingers in there. It's quite tight. So take the tank off, that bolt, that one, and the one on the other side. And them 2 will release the tank. But you do need to take this back off. And this little trim here, which unconnects and pulls up. So I'm just going to undo them screws now, and then I'll lift the tank up. Okay, all them bolts are undone. Exerge them 2. And that one and the one on the other side. You can actually see it there now. So it's this one you need. So I'm going to get that out. I'm just going to put the camera down and then bolt the tank back on. Okay, tank's back on and the wire is now here. So this is the connector you're going to be using, and this is the wire from the USB up there. And you need to cut the end off, attach the newer connector, and plug it in. So you need to work out where you're going to route your wire, see how much you need, and then cut. So you've not got loads, but give yourself enough slack. So I'm going to do that now. So I have to keep putting the camera down, but I need 2 hands. Okay, what I've done is I've put the wire, comes from down here, and I've put it into there, and I've managed to feed it coming out of there with a bit of fiddling. It's nice and loose, doesn't affect anything. Now I just need to cut around there, take this cap off, which you push that in and pull. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, I've took the cap off, so you're left with that. I've also cut the length that I need off the USB wire and split it in 2 because it did come attached. Just easier to strip the wire then and crimp it. There's no way of knowing which is positive and negative though, so I'm going to have to test it out. So I'm going to straight the wires now, test which is positive and negative, and then we're going to attach the new connector to the wires to plug into the. Be right back. Okay, so I found out that was positive, that was negative. What I did is, when I cut the wires, spliced them, I just stuck them into the port, turn the ignition on, plug my phone in and see if it charges, and then you know which is positive and negative. I just put yellow tape on to know the difference. Okay, so when you buy this kit, you get the yellow thing and the metal thing. You put the yellow thing on the wire first. Once you've cut it down, you can put the metal on to the wire and crimp it down. I'll show you. So you need to crimp the yellow bit onto the back bit, the big bit, and then the copper wire onto the little small part. That holds the wire onto the place, and then you put them in there, and we'll do that now. So this is what it looks like. You need to crimp the part on the yellow and the part on the copper. It's not focusing, I do apologise, but you can see where you need to crimp. I made a mess of the top one. I recommend getting a good crimping tool. So once I've crimped this, we'll plug it in. Crimp both of them now. So as you can see, crimp a bit on the yellow bit, and right next to it is the copper wire. Now I'm going to plug it in. When you do come to plug it in, just remember the positive to the yellow wire on there, which is positive. Just remember which way that goes on. So you want the yellow on the left on this, in this case, and the black on the right. Okay, it's all plugged in. Basically you just push them in, and them yellow boots act as like sealant, stop water going in. But I am going to wrap a bit of electrical tape around that as well. And now we'll just plug right onto there, and job's good. I'm just going to fix this up, and then we'll try it out. It's all plugged in now. I just put some tape around there just to be safe. I'm just going to hide that underneath there now. Put the side panel back on, and then we'll test it. So that's it, with a USB plugged in. And now you can easily in and out. Plug the other end into your phone, which I'll show you in a minute. But clearance is all good. Doesn't interfere with the steering. You can put that down. I may look at getting another cap to go in there. There you go. I'll show you it charging the phone when the ignition's on now. Right, so phone's plugged in. Turn the ignition on, and we should see it power the charging on the phone. Here we go.